I thought the silence meant you left me. I thought the dark had closed the door. I could not feel the ground beneath me. I could not carry anymore. Every prayer fell through my fingers. Every answer came too late. I was standing in the ruins, trying not to lose my faith. Then something moved inside the stillness, something warmer than the night. And I knew I was not abandoned. I was only out of sight. You were still there, under every broken breath. You were still there, when I had nothing left. I could not see, I could barely even stand. But when the darkness opened, I was still inside your hands. I wore the weight without explaining. I learned to smile above the pain, but somewhere underneath the sorrow, you were calling me by name. I thought healing would come loudly like a fire across the sky, but it came almost like a whisper, teaching my heart how to rise. And every place I thought was empty started filling up with light. I was never walking nowhere, I was being led through night. You were still there, under every broken breath. You were still there, when I had nothing left. I could not see you, I could barely even stand. But when the darkness opened, I was still inside your If I could go back to that moment when I thought I had been lost, I would tell the one still trembling, you are closer than you thought. You are closer than the silence, closer than the fear can reach. Even when the heart is breaking, love is moving underneath. You were still there, through every shattered breath. You were still there, when I had nothing left. Now I can see you, even where I could not stand. All along the road behind me, I was still inside your head. You were still there, you were still there. They drew their lines, they chose their sides, built their towers, called them right. They changed their names, they moved the walls, raised another order just to watch it fall. But something waited beyond their view. they never saw coming. What they never saw coming. Not from their tables, not from their crowns, not from the hands that claimed it all. When the walls come down, what they never saw coming will still be standing now. Every promise changed with time. Every border drew another line. Still through the ruins, something moved, not asking permission, with nothing to prove. They built to the left, they built to the right. No crown, no system can make it right. And when the last answer falls to the ground, look what is standing now. What they never saw coming. What they never saw coming. Not from their tables, not from their crowns. When the walls come down, what they never saw coming. What they never saw coming will still be standing now. Something waited beyond their view. What they never saw coming was already coming through. Past what was seen, past what was known. Something was moving without being shown. Lines on the page, marks in the dust, pieces remembered, covered in rust. Names were divided, stories were turned. Still through the silence, the design remained. A word in the margin, a shadow in light, a shape underneath it, still waiting inside. Every fragment, every sign, every echo held the line. What was buried, what was spared, was not gone, it was always there. It was always there, under every line. It was always there, waiting to be found. It was always there, hidden in plain sight. What the surface couldn't hold stayed alive beneath the writing. It was always there, always there. One voice was spoken, one stayed below. One moved in daylight, one no one would know. Two roads were running under one frame, different in purpose, still bearing one name. What they call broken was never erased. What they called absent every echo held the line. What was buried, what was spared, was not gone, it was always there. It was always there, under every line. It was always there, waiting to be found. It was always there, hidden in plain sight. What the surface couldn't hold stayed alive beneath the writing. It was always there, always there. Beneath the ink, beneath the stone, beneath the words we thought we knew. Behind the veil, behind the frame, the oldest glow still knew its name. Read it again, read it again, read it again. You missed it then. Read it again, read it again. It was always there. It was always there. It was always there, waiting to be found. It was always there, hidden in plain sight. What the surface couldn't hold stayed alive beneath the writing. It was always there, through the silence, through the years. It was always there, through the breaking, through the fear. It was always there, always there. Read it again. It was always there. I lost the shape of who I was somewhere along the way. I learned to carry silent wounds and hide them in the day. I thought the breaking meant the ending. I thought the ache would stay, but something deeper kept on moving underneath the pain. And little by little, the dark began to change. What I thought had disappeared was finding me again. When I came through, I was not the same. I had walked through fire, but I still knew my name. When I came through, there was light inside the scars. What I thought would leave me empty led me back into my heart. There were nights I stopped believing I would ever feel whole. I could hear the world around me, but nothing reached my soul. Then a quiet strength awakened, where the fear had been, and every shattered part of me started breathing again. And little by little, the weight began to move. What I thought had come to end me was something I lived through. When I came through, I was not the same. I had walked through fire, but I still knew my name. When I came through, there was light inside the scars. What I thought would leave me empty led me back into Every wound had opened into something bright. When I came through, I could finally understand what I thought was only breaking was becoming who I am. I came through, and I am still here. There was a kingdom sleeping under dust and broken stone, a garden held in silence, waiting to be known. The walls remembered glory, the earth remembered rain, and somewhere under ruin a throne remained. Not gone, not ended, only hidden from the eyes. What was lowered for a season was appointed still to rise. Malkuth open like a garden. Malkuth rise beneath the king. Let the ancient gates awaken. Let the living waters sing. Malkuth crowned above the nations. Malkuth stand in royal light. What was scattered comes together. What was hidden stands upright. The stone once left unnoticed now is lifted into place. The city wears her beauty like a garment full of grace. Her borders stretch in splendor, her doors no longer close. And from the ground of Eden living water flows. The wilderness is changing, the barren places bloom. The kingdom once in waiting is making itself room. Malkuth open like a garden. Malkuth rise beneath the king. Let the ancient gates awaken. Let the living waters sing. Malkuth crowned above the nations. Malkuth stand in royal light. What was scattered comes together. What was hidden stands upright. Underneath. The nations hear the movement, the mountains know the sound. A kingdom without trembling is taking holy ground. The queen is not forgotten, the city is restored, and where the garden opens, there dwells the Lord. The crown returns in beauty, the throne is raised again. The king within the kingdom round the king. Malkuth You heard the noise, you saw the signs. Everybody said this was their time. They built it high, they watched it run, but nobody finished what had begun. Now hear that sound coming over the line. What waited so long has arrived. Here we come, here we come. Not for the glory, not for the crown. Here we come, here we come. What they couldn't finish, we're finishing now. Oh, here we come. Here we come. They wrote the names in columns, they counted every sun. They watched the branches reaching and thought the line was done. But somewhere under silence, a promise still remained. A daughter carried forward what history never named. No trumpet marked the moment, no crowd was standing near. The root was still beneath them, though nothing would appear. The house remembers, even when the world forgets. The promise travels quietly through every hidden step. The house remembers what the years could never take. A daughter of the ancient line was never swept away. No palace kept the secret, no crown announced her birth. The inheritance was guarded in ordinary earth. They searched among the mighty, they measured throne and name. But heaven kept the lineage beyond the reach of fame. The branch was never broken, the root was never gone. What looked like generations lost was moving all alone. They remember, even when the world forgets. The promise travels quietly through every hidden step. They remember what the years could never take. A daughter of the ancient line was never swept away. From shepherd fields to exile, from ashes back to song. The name survived the distance, the bloodline traveled on. Not every air was noticed, not every branch was seen, but David's house kept breathing behind the visible scene. The throne can lose its splendor, the city lose its light, and still the root remembers what was appointed right. They remember, the story ended when the royal halls went still. You thought the line was buried under empire dust and years, but promises of pathways no conqueror can close. And what was planted long ago still rises where it grows. Not erased, rise. Not abandoned, not forgotten in the night. Not a name without a future, not a branch without its rise. They remember, now the hidden comes to light. The line that crossed the centuries was carried through the night. The house remembers what no empire could erase. A daughter of the house of David still stands within her place. They remember. They remember. They remember. The root remembers. The promise remembers. And she was never gone. They drew their lines, they chose their sides, built their towers, called them right. But something waited beyond their view. These two. Every hand reached for the wheel, every mouth declared what's real. One went left and one went right, both swore they could end the night. They changed the names, they moved the walls, raised another kingdom just to watch it fall. And underneath what no one knew, two roads were running straight and true. Not from the tables, not from the thrones, not from the hands that claimed it all. When every answer had come undone, there remained what they never saw coming. These two, what no one could do, will see it through after the 1,000 has had its day. After the kingdoms have fallen away, what they divided will rise as one. These two, the two become one. There was a work no crown could bear, a broken house no hand could repair. Every promise changed with time, every border drew another line. Still, through the ruins, something moved, not asking permission, not needing approval. One from one side, one from the other, walking a road that was written before them. No ordinary hand could finish the plan. No throne of dust could make it stand. When every answer had come undone, there remained what they never saw coming. These two, what no one could do, will see it through after the 1,000 has had its day. After the kingdoms have fallen away, what they divided will rise as one. These two, the two become one. The two become one. They built to the left, they built to the right. Each called the other the reason for the night. But no hand among them could finish what began. No throne, no system, no ordinary man. And when the last answer falls to the ground, what no one could do will be done. Will be done. is a line beneath the surface. There is a crown no eye can see. There is a fire beneath the silence, waiting underneath the history. Scattered through the distance, names divided, banners torn, built our walls and called them kingdoms, forgot the house where we were born. North was carried into shadow, South remained behind its walls. Still the blood beneath the borders knew the greater name that called. Something buried is returning, something ancient starts to rise. Not another throne beside it, but the order underneath our life. There is a kingdom within, deeper than the lines we drew, stronger than the walls between us, older than the names we knew. There is a kingdom within, where the broken branches meet, where the north and south remember they were never meant to be complete on their own. On their own. There is a kingdom within. Every empire built in pieces, every crown that stood alone, held a fragment of the pattern, but could never hold the whole. What was scattered was not ended, what was hidden did not die. There is something underneath us, drawing every line inside. Hear the rhythm getting louder, feel the ground beneath and move. What was separated outward still belongs to something deeper, something true. There is a kingdom within, deeper than the lines we drew, stronger than the walls between us, older than the names we knew. There is a kingdom within, where the broken branches meet, where the north and south remember they were never meant to be complete on their own. On their own. There is a kingdom within. Not two thrones, not two endings, not two houses without meaning, not two fires burning lonely. There is something underneath them holding every boundary, every story, every fracture moving toward one glory. Let the lesser walls come down, let the greater order sound. Within the crowd, within the ground, within the place no hand can tear down, within the blood, within the name, within the kingdom. There is a kingdom within. Your halls on silence. You fed your throne with fear. You counted every heartbeat and waited for the end to near. You thought the grave was final. You thought the earth was yours.